Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2022. And unfortunately, it's come very early in the season, but we got some regulation changes, so we got to adapt all our parts now for next year. I've never seen it happen in Season 1 of an All Seasons career mode. So anyway, so some parts have got to be adapted. Hopefully we're going to be okay, because we haven't really got that many parts, because we're only really halfway through the season on the first season, so we should be okay. Anyway, it's time now for our supercar. We got silver. We got silver in the supercar. Look at that. Fantastic. 500 acclaim points. So it's time to move on to the next Grand Prix. Oh god, it's time for Hungary. Yes, practice has been completed. Some more luck. Oh, I say that. Look how many we got compared to... Oh god. Yes, well, it was Hungary, don't forget. Anyway, we've got development boosts to the internal combustion engine, the energy recovery system, and the motor generator unit kinetic. Fantastic. So, long-time followers of the show will know that I'm absolutely useless at Hungary. Yes, absolutely blood. What's that? You useless everywhere. Shush! Shush now! Shush! Anyway, let's have a look and see what time we're going to put in for our first qualifying runs. Gosselin is going to be 8th position at the moment. Only half a second off the leader. That's not too bad. But anyway, yes, unfortunately that was it. And we ended up in last place. Yes, bloody last place. I don't bloody believe it. For cock's sake. Okay then, let's do this.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of Formula One action. We don't expect too many retirements at this circuit. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here, in particular Ralf Schumacher, who made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for the race today then at the 2.7 mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, George Russell and Sainz, Ricciardo, Ocon, Gasly and Fernando Alonso, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Valtteri Bottas and Magnussen, Mick Schumacher, Joe, Nicholas Latifi and Alex Albon, Vettel and the captain. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. A warm welcome to Natalie Pinkham, who is beside me in the commentary box today. We should talk about Williams. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within the team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do. And that has definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away we go from last place on the grid. There's our teammate ahead of us, Alexander Albon off to the left hand side. We have got Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin and Latifi. Look, Latifi's up there in 17th place. That's our bloody car. That's our car that we were driving, but we're doing a huge dive bomb down the inside. We're going for the Alpine. Oh my goodness. Do we get past? Yes, we do. Past the Alpine. We're up into the points. We're up into the World Championship points from last to 10th. I cannot believe it. Look at this though. We're free abreast going to the next turn. This is unbelievable scenes. And in fact, you could almost say this is better. We're still free abreast. Wowzers me trousers. I cannot believe it, but we're holding on somehow to this 10th position. What a start to the Grand Prix that was. That was very intense indeed. I needed to lie down after this one, but anyway, so there you go, 10th place for us at the moment. Maxi Boy Verstappen is currently ahead of us in 9th position, and Fernando Alonso is currently in 11th place, and of course that Alpine car, which we had a little bit of a contretemps with at the start of this Grand Prix. But we continue, and behind Alonso we have Yuki Tsunoda. So it's almost the end of lap 1 already. It's a very, very short lap at the Hungaroring now. Can we stay in 10th place? It would be great for us in this Williams car, which is not very good. It's sort of near enough the back of the field. And of course, as everyone knows, I'm absolutely shit at this track. Absolute bollocks, in fact. But anyway, end of lap 1, still holding on to that one single solitary World Championship point at the moment. As we accelerate forward now to lap 2, just going past the pits. And as you can see, still in 10th. Verstappen's got the gap up now to 2.4 seconds. No, in fact, he's got past Ocon. He's got past Esteban Ocon, so Ocon's now the car ahead of us. And we've still got, in fact, we're in the middle now of an Alpine. Oh, we were, but it's changed positions again. Look at that. Ocon's got the place back. Look, it's got back again. They're going like crazy with each other just ahead of us. Let's see if we can get in with this battle and see if we can get some even more points as we accelerate forward now to lap 5 of this Grand Prix. Still in 10th place. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch those cars ahead. As we accelerate forward now to lap 6, just going past the pits, and cars are coming in for their pit stop. We've got Ocon in, we've got Lulu in as well, so that means we're going to go up into 8th position at the moment, still behind Verstappen, who's currently 11 seconds up the road from us. 11 seconds. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. As we accelerate forward now to lap 7, okay, it's time for us to come in for our pit stop. So we pit from 8th position at the moment. Verstappen's also in front of us. We've also got Daniel Ricciardo in as well. In fact, look at this, a huge trolley train of cars behind us have come in, and there's a huge trolley train that came in front of us as well. This should be a special stop. Are we going to hit our mark perfectly? And the answer to that is yes, we do. So we come in and change on to the yellow. Oh, we had to wait a little bit there, I think, for the car going past. That was the Alfa Romeo. So I think we may have lost maybe, I don't know, half a second there as we're about to come out of the pit stop. 15th position at the moment. Yes, 15th place for the Youngster, and that line of cars has come out directly behind us. Unbelievable scenes. In fact, you could almost say biblical scenes as we rejoin in 15th place on lap 8 as we accelerate forward now still on lap 8, just going past the pits. More cars are now coming in ahead of us. We've got Albon, our teammate Alexander Albon is coming through stop, and so has Queen Latifah, and of course the Aston Martin, that car that we were... Oh, there's a car jumped us coming out of the pits. It's Mick Schumacher, but we're going mainly outside of him. Yes, he's gone to the hard tyre, I do believe it. Was it? No, he's gone to the medium. He's on the medium, but we get past him because he was on very, very cold tyres as he came out of the pits, and we were on very warm tyres, of course, because we've done an extra couple of laps. As we accelerate for lap 10. Still holding on now to 11th place. So what's happened to our 10th position that we had from the start of the Grand Prix? We have lost a place in the pit stop cycle. I do not believe it. No. Ocon's ahead of us in 10th position, 16 seconds up the road, and we got Mick Schumacher's fighting with Fernando Alonso behind. But I can't see whether the car in front's going to come in now as we accelerate forward now to lap 11. But it's okay. It's okay, everyone. It was Valtteri Bottas, and he's made a very late pit stop on lap 12, and we got past just about. Yes, we're now back into 10th place, our single solitary World Championship point. Ocon's now got the gap up to 17 seconds, and Mick Schumacher is behind, half a second behind, and of course that Haas car with Alonso behind him in 12th position. As we accelerate forward now to lap 13, well, it looks pretty much like business as usual, and I don't think we're going to gain any positions, because if you look at the mini-map, you can see the huge gap between us and the car ahead, which is Esteban Ocon. 22 seconds ahead now. Absolutely crazy. And you can also see the huge trolley train of cars that are stuck behind us as we accelerate forward now to lap 16. So now Ocon's got the gap up to 27 seconds. Unbelievable. 27 seconds. And Schumacher is still right up our derriere on lap 16 of this Grand Prix. Just 2 more laps to go at Hungary as we accelerate forward at lap 17. Just going past the pits once again. I think Schumacher's going to go for his move down the inside. Yes, here comes Mick Schumacher. We're going to see if we can hang him out and dry. Oh, it's contact with us and Mick Schumacher, but we're holding on. But no, we've lost it. We've lost the place to Schumacher. No, you bugger. Come back. As we make contact. Oh, we've lost some of our wing. We've damaged our wing. I don't believe it. Yes, we've got wing damage to the car. We're just going to... Oh, we've gone wide as well, which means we've got very, very little downforce at the front of the car. This is going to affect us, but there's no point in coming in for a pit stop now because we're on the second to last lap of the Grand Prix. We've just got to hang it out and hopefully hold on to this 10th position. But that damaged wing is definitely causing us problems as we accelerate forward now. This is the last lap of the race, and Sergio Perez has crossed the line. He's won the race. We've got now Guan Yu Zhou is the car right behind us. Can we hold him off? Don't forget, of course, we've got that wing damage, which is going to be really, really tricky at Hungary because it's full of twists and turns, and you really need a lot of downforce in the car. On the right-hand side, we have got very little because our wing is almost brown, as you can see. Oh, we're going very wide to the corners, and Guan Yu Zhou's doing a last-ditch attempt to try and sneak down the inside of us, but we got him covered off, and yes, we've done it. So it looks like we are going to cross the line at Hungary, our worst circuit on the calendar, in 10th position in our Williams Potato. So I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with this. Pretty impressed indeed as we come round the final corner and complete the race in 10th place. 1 point for the Hookster. Yes, get in there. Wow. That was a tough one. Yes, normally though I don't get any points at Hungary, so I'm very happy to get one single solitary World Championship point. And look, there's the proof in the pudding. Hookster gets driver of the day. I think I deserved that. And anyway, there's Checo Perez. He won the race. Fantastic for Checo. Yes. Will he be racing in 2024? No idea. But anyway, in 2022 he definitely was, as he gets congratulated by the girl with the very funny hair. Very funny hair indeed. And there's the cars in Parc Fermé. Yes. Let's go to the podium now. I don't know why we're looking at this screen. Where's the podium? Codemasters, give me the podium. There it is. Is he going to shake his hand? Right hand? No shake from Sergio Perez as he walks up onto the podium. Yes, fantastic. Look at this. Adrian Newey's gone up to collect the award as well. Lando Norris is up there in the mix, and there's Sergio. A bit of a mixed up winning situation here with Sergio Perez. We don't see this very often. Lando we do see on the podium quite a lot in this championship, but not Sergio Perez. And George Russell's in third place as Adrian Newey gets soaked by the champagne. La 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 la. Let's go to a replay and see exactly what happened between us then and Mick Schumacher. So here we are. Mick Schumacher's already got past us. We try for a move. And oh, look at how much of our wing was damaged there. The whole of the end fence is missed. You can't see it on this camera view, but the end fence has gone off the end of the wing. And also, look, a huge big chunk of the wing is missing off the front as well. No wonder we were really fighting with the car to get it into the corners, but we carried on and it was okay in the end. So let's have a look at the point situation and see where we are now. 1 single point for us, of course, none for Alexander Albon. So in the driver standings now, we will see exactly where we are with Sergio Perez winning the race and Lando in second and George Russell in third place, also getting fastest lap. So 11th place, still we are in the championship at the moment with 25 World Championship points. Maxi Boy's well out in the lead with 272. Sergio Perez in second place with 193, and we're 7th in the Constructors. So let's move on to the next Grand Prix. Oh, it's time for the Belgian Grand Prix from Spa-Francorchamps. Oh, as everyone knows, I love the Belgian Grand Prix. Yes, I love it. So we should do a lot better here. Anyway, it's time for a season break now. So we're going to go into our season break and then return after we've been sipping pina coladas. Anyway, here we go. And oh, God, look at this. It's absolutely pissing down for our supercar challenge. That's not good, but we have passed it. Yeah, so we got silver as well. But look at that rain. I hope that's not a bad omen for the race. I really do hope that's not a bad omen for the race. So there you go then. We got silver and practice has been completed. We got some more, but still not enough compared to Alexander Albon. We got 1,084 resource points, as you can see. More development boost to the internal combustion engine, the engine recovery system, and the weight reduction. Yes, I think I could do with a weight reduction these days. Anyway, let's have a look and see what first qualifying time we're going to put in for the Hookster. This should be pretty decent because it is Spa-Francorchamps and he crosses the line and it's 5th place and we're ahead of our own teammate as well. We're 1 second behind the leaders, which is still not too bad. As we accelerate forward now, it's a little bit later qualifying, you can see, oh God, we've dropped down to 18th position at the moment. We're not going to be improving our times because the deltas are down. So it could be 18th position start for us at Belgium. Oh God, as we accelerate forward now, and unfortunately, as you can see on the screen, it has started to rain, so we haven't been able to improve on our time because all the times are now disintegrating due to the wet conditions. So it looks like it's going to be an 18th place start from us. Lando Norris got pole in the end. Lando! And we did indeed end up in 18th position for the race, and just ahead of our own teammate, Alexander Albon. Okay then, let's do this.
We're in Belgium once again for today's round of the Formula One World Championship. It's a race that the great Ayrton Senna won 6 times, and in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to take their maiden win here since Michael Schumacher in 1992. Spa-Francorchamps then is a 4.35-mile tour of the Ardennes countryside with 9 rights and 10 lefts, giving us the grand total of 19 corners. Average lap speeds in the dry can reach about 145 miles per hour, but without a significant improvement in the conditions, we are not going to be seeing anything like that today. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Charles Leclerc and Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Magnussen and George Russell, Gasly, Bottas, Mick Schumacher and Hamilton, Vettel, the captain, Alex Albon and Nicholas Latifi, Joe, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Yuki Tsunoda. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Joining me on this very wet day is a man who is no stranger to driving in these miserable conditions. Anthony Davidson, you've driven open cockpit, you've driven sports cars. How does the wet weather experience change between different disciplines?
Well, I wouldn't say there's much difference in all honesty. You know, besides the terrifying closing speeds you find in something like sports cars with different categories all sharing the same racetrack, driving in the rain is, well, driving in the rain. Of course, the biggest difference is the fact that Formula One is open cockpit. On one hand, they'll be cold and wet without a roof, but on the other, it's much simpler to pull a tear-off away from the visor than it is to clear a dirty windscreen, so I don't think it's too bad.
Oh no, I do not believe it. This game hates me. Yes, we're on full wet conditions. The 5 lights go out now on the all-season screen. Go, go, go. And it's away we go now. Of course, we're on full traction, which means we're going to get horribly bogged down at the start. And this is not going to be good. We're always going to lose out now on these wet races because of the full traction that you need if you're on a pad on F122. Yes, you absolutely need full traction because you just will not be able to hold the car. And as you can see, we're going down the hill. We get up into the points, but we get absolutely mullered by the cars behind. Ocon's already got repast us, and we got Gasly as well. Oh, we're climbing up the hill into Eau Rouge, through Radiant. Oh my goodness. And we're once again, though, holding on to one single solitary World Championship point. But what could it have been if we'd have been on dry tyres? Yes, I think I could easily have been up into the top 7 by now. Anyway, so we hold on, but once again, we're just not going to do very well with this full traction in the full wet conditions as well. Yes, it's full wet. Now you'd think that having full traction on in the wet would be an advantage, but unfortunately in this game, oh look at this though, we're going around the outside of Pierre Gasly. We're going around the outside of Gasly and we get past. Yes, we do, up into 9th place now, 9th position. Oh god, we've gone wide, we've gone horribly wide, and Gasly's got the place back from us. This is what I say, it's absolutely ridiculous. You just cannot compete with these cars, and the reason is because of the traction in F122. The traction is so severe in full traction mode, it is just absolutely crazy. So you really haven't got an advantage with having full traction in the wet conditions like a lot of people would think that you have. You just haven't got it because you just bog down. Coming into the corners, and you lose so much time, and that gives the opposition the chance to get past you. As you can see, we are just holding on to 10th place. We got George of the Russell. Don't cry, George, don't cry. And he's directly behind us, and he's trying not to cry as he's trying to sneak around the outside of us, but we managed to hang on to this 10th place. Oh god, we've gone horribly wide once again. Anyway, this is the end of lap 1 of a very, very rainy Spa-Francorchamps circuit. We hold on to 10th position at the moment as we're about to complete lap 1 and go into lap 2. Now, can we get a jump here on Pierre Gasly? Well, wait a minute, because George Russell is trying to get a jump on us, and oh, we make contact, and George Russell tries to sneak down the inside of us to take advantage of that. And as we go down the hill, is he going to actually, oh, he's ahead of us, and we're now, oh, this is going to get tight. No, too wide, we can't surely. Can we hold it together? Yes, oh, bloody hell. Jesus, that was close. That was close indeed, but we've managed to hold on to just ahead of George Russell, which means we are still in the World Championship points. That was very scary, going through Radiant, going through Eau Rouge there. That was really scary stuff, but we've managed to hold off George Russell and hold on to 10th place. We accelerate forward on lap 2, just going past the pits. And yes, there is no change in the positions. We're still in 10th place. Gasly's got the gap up now to 3.4 seconds. Russell is sort of still half a second just behind us at the moment on lap 3 of this Grand Prix as we accelerate forward out of lap 5. So we've just been informed by the team that it is starting to dry up. So we're coming in for intermediate tyres. I hope this is the right decision because we've made some pretty stupid ones during wet races so far in this all seasons on F1 22. But hopefully this is going to be a good decision. Other cars are coming out as well and coming into the pits. So they must be... Yes, Ricciardo's gone to intermediates. I think this is going to be the right call. I'm sure it is. Yes, look at it. Oh, look, lots of cars now on inters. Lots of cars. This is the right call. I'm sure it is. On lap 6 as we're going to rejoin the field. In 17th place with Yuki Tsunoda ahead. We accelerate forward at the end of lap 6. And I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's happened again. No one has come in for a pit stop. Only the cars that came in when we came in for the intermediates are still out there. All the rest are still out there on full wet tyres. No. No. Oh, God, this game hates me. This game hates me as we accelerate forward at lap 9. Yes, lap 9. So they're still out there on wet tyres. Look, Yuki Tsunoda's still in 16th place on the wet. Guan Yu Zhou's still in 15th place on wets, and they haven't come in, which means we've got no chance. We've got no chance. We've only got a few more laps to go. Now, of course, this is now the right tyre. You can see the conditions are clearing. This is the right tyre for the Inters, but oh, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. We are starting to catch the cars ahead as we accelerate for lap 10. Look, we've got 2 more laps left to go, but I think we need like 2 more laps. So if we had 2 more laps, we would have been okay, but I'm sure not here. But here's Yuki Tsunoda going very, very slowly, of course, on the full wet tyres. Come on, Yuki, get out of the way. Thank you very much. Up down to 16th place. Our next target is Guan Yu Zhou, and of course the Alfa Romeo. He is also on the full wet tyres, and those tyres must be really at the end of their cliff mark by now because they've gone for the full race distance, and we're on intermediates that we've only done about 4 or 5 laps on. So yes, come on, Guan Yu Zhou, let's get rid of you. Oh, trying to sneak down the inside, contact with Guan Yu Zhou. Oh, he almost spins it, but we managed to get past. Wow, they are going really, really slowly. And there's our own teammate, Alexander Albon. He's also on the full wet tyres as well. Yes, Albon's on the full wets. Let's see if we can get past him. I just don't think we've got enough laps left in this Grand Prix though to get back into at least our 10th place. I mean, it's a good position, but we need more laps, and we haven't got them because we're just about to come round now for the final lap of this Grand Prix, and it looks like we're not going to do it. I'm sure we're not going to do it, but we're going to give it our all and at least see if we can get past Mick Schumacher ahead of us in 13th place. Let's see if we can. So we're now going to brake really, really hard for turn 1 and then go down the very, very steep hill going into Radion and into Eau Rouge. Let's see if we can get past Albon. Where are we going to do it? Are we going to do it here, or are we going to do it later as we've climbed up the top of the hill? Let's have a look and see what happens. Hookster's doing okay. He's holding station. He's not going to commit going into this turn because it's very, very tight, as you can see. You have to be very careful. So Albon still ahead of us. He's piling the beans now. Hookster's piling the beans. Oh, Albon's blocking. Albon is blocking us off, but we sell him the dummy. We sell him the dummy and almost makes contact with us. But look at this. Come on, Albon. Come on. Those tyres, they're the wrong tyres for the conditions now, and you've been on them since the start of the race. Just get out of the bloody way. Just get out of the bloody way now. And look at us on the screen. Look, we're in 14th place on intermediates, and everyone around us is on full wets, including Mick Schumacher in the house. Come on, Mick, get out of the way. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So we've made it over to 13th position, but I think that's as best as we're going to do. Just looking at the mini-map to see how far we are behind Magnussen. Well, it's only 2 seconds. You can visually see the gap, but I just don't think we're going to catch him. So it looks like it could be 13th place. Another terrible sort of decision. I don't think it was terrible though, because lots of other cars were also coming in for those intermediate tyres. I just think that the conditions weren't as bad as were warranted, and that's why we've ended up. Don't forget, of course, we are running this championship with the inaccurate forecast setting. So the rain could come down, it could not come down, it could come down as not as severe as they think it is, or whatever. So yeah, that's what is happening. So this could be a reason why mistakes are getting made in these wet races. But anyway, we're about to finish the lap and finish the race. Kevin Magnussen's ahead. I don't think we're going to catch him as we come to the line. No, there's no space to get past Kevin Magnussen, and we cross the line, unlucky for some, in 13th place. Bugger.
Alright, race over.
Bugger, bugger, bugger. Yes, outside the points. We had points at the start, but after the rain, we had no points. We had no points. No, after the pit stop, we had no points. That was not good. Anyway, the team congratulate themselves. Look, the McLaren team congratulate themselves because they obviously won the race. Fantastic for them. And there he is. It was Lando. Lando, we love you. Lando Norris wins the race. Great to see. Great to see indeed. Yes. And there's famous F1 YouTuber Alex Gillian. Yes, and Facebook gaming star. Although he's left now because they didn't pay him enough money. No, didn't pay him enough money. Anywho, let's go on to the shush, Dave. Shush. Let's go on to the podium celebrations now. There's the shake of the hand from Lando. Yes. Up onto the podium now. Fantastic. Well done, Lando. Look at this. The Ferrari boys are there. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. Yes. Yes. As he holds up the trophy, he says, I've done it. Don't break it, Lando. Don't bloody well break it, my son. My son. And it's time now for the champagne to go, everyone. Da, da, la, 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 la. Now, I was holding it off, but you've probably guessed by now that Maxi Boy Verstappen has won the World Championship. Yes. He is the Drivers' Championship for Season 1 of the All Seasons on F1 22. He did actually win it in the last round, but I saved it until the end, so stop you lot clicking off. So there you go. He's won the championship. There's still 2 rounds to go as well. There's the team congratulating themselves. Fantastic result there for Maxi Boy Verstappen. He is the world champion. So let's have a look at the points then. We're going to go into the final 2 rounds of this championship. As you can see, we've got 13th place and 16th Alexander Albon. In the standings now, we're still in 11th place with 25 points, of course, because we've got no points in this race. Maxi Boy, of course, has now won the championship, 78 points ahead of Sergio Perez so far, and we're 7th in the championship. So, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome, as always. And yes, of course, oh God, we've lost our rivalry as well. Yes, of course, there will, of course, be more later.